You're like, ew, no.
Live.
Action.
Session 14, D&D Unpolished. Where were we? What were we doing?
We were battling everything.
Everything, like the entire monster manual was splayed out before you? And
Yes.
Yes.
Just about.
And we only lost one party member, probably.
You guys are the most awesome group at level 4 I have ever encountered.
Well,
Duh.
I mean, yeah, that's why you're still here, right?
I suppose, yeah. If you want to go that way with it.
I actually had one more thought that I need to do.
Well, we're not with you guys yet. We're not with the boys yet. We're
No.
with the girls. So you're at the oasis. You're at this pond. You battled the dryad. You battled a couple bird creatures that pretty much rocked your entire world. Adelaide is down. Avil, who rolled a natural 20 on her saving throws. She's stabilized. Phoebe is the only one that actually survived this encounter conscious. She's not here, so one of you ladies want to roll a stabilization check for Adelaide. Give Phoebe one chance to try to stabilize her. Roll a d20. Get a 10 or above. Let's say above a 10 in order to see if she's stabilized. If she fails,
You want me to do it?
Avil, Adelaide dies.
Do it?
Just do it. That's fine.
Oh my god.
No, all pressure.
No pressure.
Lots
No
of pressure. Tons of pressure.
Nope, I'm dead.
What'd you roll?
A 6.
A 6.
Oh, so
even,
one.
even if you add your wisdom modifier, it'd be a 7, so
Okay.
I'm dead. Adelaide is dead.
Dun dun dun.
Avil comes over, tries to stay, pushes,
Oh, I'm totally unconscious.
no, Phoebe comes over, pushes, Avil's body over,
At
checks,
least you didn't roll a 1 and mutilate me.
checks for a
Shit
pulse,
on you or something.
I'd have to.
checks for a pulse, finds one, you're got scars, scratches, wounds across your abdomen, your pack is there, Phoebe comes over,
Does Stevie have any healing stuff?
I don't know, but I just have to do this just for you.
That's your death song. Tries to revive her. Drag out her death as long as you can.
So I couldn't help myself on that one.
I even rolled the one that you gave me that nat 20.
It's fine.
Phoebe comes over, tries to resuscitate Adelaide, fails,
Miserably.
sits down on her butt. The entity that was the guardian of this oasis comes over and hovers around the three of you, right? And that's where we're going to leave you guys. Dun, dun, dun. That little situation is resolved. Adelaide's.
Yeah, I'm out for like another hour and a half, so let me know when it's been that long.
That little situation is resolved.
We're gonna expect some yelling and screaming and mourning when we wake up.
I'm gonna try something, but it probably won't work.
Okay. Dun, dun, dun. I have to drastically
You should
increase
have
my
rolled your own, damn it.
artistic skills if I'm going to continue to do this.
I'm working on a cheat for you. For the first of the year, you'll have access to.
But I don't think you have enough dice in there.
Small p has nothing to do with
I just don't
genetics,
know.
and most men can reverse it.
Yeah, actually we made it.
See?
Oh well. It's fine. It's character.
She got more evil plans up her sleeve.
Evil
It's-
plans. You
Oh,
guys
I
are
know.
plotting behind the DM's
After
back.
I
That's
went home,
no fairs.
I thought about it, and I decided either way works. So,
I think she would prefer
I-
to die now.
I do believe this is the very first character in all the years that I've played D&D that has actually died. I don't think I've ever had a character die before.
So we get for wandering away from the park.
And how you're coping with it emotionally.
It's a character in a game.
Guess next
Kind
time
of
we
like when
should
you're playing a video game and you die.
all go bathe together.
At least I didn't get a big screen on God of War that says you are dead.
With the red.
Yep, that's what I'm talking about. You are dead.
Oh yeah, I love that game.
Guys here. Where's the other big dude?
This one?
He's here. Jan is up here. I think you were up here. Where were you at, Kennethar?
I think he went around and was over here, wasn't
Yeah, I think I was on that side somewhere.
Okay.
I don't remember exactly where. I'm walking up to that thing though.
Okay. So you're walking up to this thing. You guys see that this thing has climbed up out of the pit, has made across the little cleared area between the pit and the tree line. It's laying 2/3 into the trees. It's got dead worms all around it. You see a gold chest that's probably 5 feet long, 4 feet high, 2 to 3 feet thick. You hear the sound of worms in the undergrowth. You see,
Are they moving towards us or away from us?
give me a perception check.
Six.
As far as you can tell, they're just moving around in the undergrowth, staying low.
Just making sure that notes.
You're aware of them, and you believe they're probably aware of you.
Okay.
And of course, that the box, the necro box in the bag of holding is just going thump, thump, thump. You can feel the heart beating. You have this. Give me an intelligence check.
Just him?
Just Kaldar.
11.
You feel an urge that you are trying to resist but can't. You feel yourself climbing on top of this creature
Get to the chest.
to get to the chest. You get up on top. Give me another intelligence check.
10.
You reach in, you feel him taking control of your arm, and you reach into the bag of holding, and you've got the box directly in front of you, the necro box directly in front of you,
Uh-huh.
and
I'm gonna ready a spell.
so you're going to ready your action.
Yeah.
Good thing for that.
Okay.
When I see him climbing up to open it, I'm gonna ready my action to cast a spell.
Open the chest.
So you're going to willingly open the chest. You're going to go along with this. You're not going to try to fight it.
Yeah, it's either going to open or it's going to kill me, and this guy loses everything that he's fighting for. So let his own stupidity take him out.
Okay, so
And I will tell him that too.
you open the chest,
Mm-hmm.
and you're looking at this heart, and you see a blue, looks like a piece of blue silk, very sheer, very see-through, covering the top of this chest, and you see the heart beneath you. And as soon as you open it, the top of this chest, the opening, the part that would hinge open is face down on this thing's back, and you see the top of that chest open. All right, and you can't see the chest because it just kind of opens
Facing
up.
away from. Yep.
So
And it's-
everything falls out.
Give me a perception
tough.
check.
Just in time, Greg.
13.
You don't see anything fall out of the chest. What you see is the lid open and kind of bounce as it hovers. You give me.
You look angry. You look angry or tired? I can't tell which.
Doesn't sound happy either.
Morning.
What's up, Greg? Hey, buddy. We're opening the chest. Calgar has just opened the necromonk's chest. Give me a wisdom. Wisdom, I guess it would be wisdom.
Nat 20.
And nat 20, you open the chest and you feel an incredible urge to grab whatever in this chest, and you see your vision shift, and it runs through the forest. You cross paths, you pass different creatures in the forest, and you come to a pit covered by leaves and woods. It looks like a pit trap that somebody's made. You go right through it, down a tunnel, over an underground river, and sitting in an alcove you see another chest made of oak, and you have this overwhelming desire to just grab what's in this chest and then take off through the woods. And that's what you do. You run over to the give me a I think it's an intelligence check.
What is it that I'm...
You're trying to beat a saving throw. That's what it is.
Oh.
Well, I guess it would be a wisdom.
Wisdom is your insight. Intelligence is your book knowledge.
Oh, so it would be wisdom.
They're the same either way, but that's a 10.
Yeah. You and Tan over there see Calgar on top of this thing. He runs over, gets underneath the lid of the chest, and you see him digging into it. What you see is this little creature about yay big, not much bigger than 10, maybe even about his same size or a little smaller, and it appears to be female, and she's clutching an arm. Give me a strength check.
20, not natural.
20. You manage to pull this arm out of this individual's hand, get it out. What would you do with it? What are you going to do with it?
Shove it in the bag of holding.
You put it in the bag of holding. You jump down off this creature, and you immediately begin running your way into the woods.
As I do that, pull the bag of holding off and drop it.
Okay, give me an intelligence check.
11.
You fight against this intelligence that's taken over, and he goes, "Oh no, I'm gonna need that." And you want to let go of it, but he snatches it back. What are you two gonna do?
And I start yelling, "Not in control! Not in control!"
Ray of Frost to slow him down.
Okay, roll the attack.
Oh. 6.
6. 6 does not hit. You manage to hit the ground behind him, and he tears off into the woods even further.
Would we have heard him yelling, "Not in control"?
You would have, from this distance, he yells that, but he takes off.
And he's out of sight.
No, he's not out of sight. He's just going into the tree line. You don't do something the next couple of seconds, he's going to be into the woods and gone.
Okay, I'm gonna run. Activate the boots of haste.
Okay.
Run faster and see if I can tackle him.
Give me a roll for the attack. See if you can hit him.
That'd be strength.
Yeah.
13.
And what's your strength at?
My strength is 17.
Doesn't matter if you're rolling this or roll.
The strength, where's the strength?
Because it's a grapple attempt, so it'd be a strength versus strength.
I rolled a 10.
And what was your roll?
13.
13.
Modifiers.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Okay. So you managed to get him by the ankles as he's going into the woods. Yeah.
That just,
Then I just start, Phil cut me to the ground, just start yelling, bag of holding, bag of holding, bag of holding.
Give me a.
You're there too, Greg.
Hmm?
You're there too.
Yeah, I'm just sitting watching.
Okay, give me an intelligence check, Calgar.
Nat 20.
You feel this entity in your head reach for your knife, and he's about to make an attack, but you manage to pull it back. That's what's happening. You gonna do anything?
okay, you said bag of holding,
Yeah.
like take it.
I just, bag of holding, bag
I'll
of holding.
walk over and I'll take the bag of holding from him.
I'll grab the bag of holding and I'll throw it at Tan as he's walking
Okay,
over.
give me an agility check. Move Tan's
Closer.
closer, yeah.
Yeah, that's right with this big.
Oh, no. 4.
You're at 4. You're in a tug of war. You're trying to grab the bag of holding, but Justin's right arm is pulling it back. You don't manage to get anywhere. Tan wants to come up and try to grab a bag of holding. Give me a strength check. Well, I guess it would be an attack to see if you can actually grab it. Well, give me a strength check. You can walk up and grab it, but can you pull it away from him?
It'd be really easy if I stuck him in the shoulder with a dagger.
You can try and make an attack.
Yeah.
No. $17.
Yeah, between the two of you, you manage to get the bag of holding off of Calgar's shoulder. You're now each got a hand on it. Give me an intelligence check.
Okay, if he's got his hand on it, I'm gonna let go of it.
10.
Okay. You feel your right hand reach for a blade. He's going to make an attack on Kenethar,
Step back, I can't control.
and he hits you for. Actually, I think it's a D4 for a regular dagger. Isn't that what you're carrying?
Yeah. It's a +1 magical dagger though, so it's 1d4 + 1.
D4 plus 1. And you take 3 points of piercing damage.
Who does?
He does,
I
because
know.
the entity took control of your arm, grabbed the dagger, stabbed him for 3 points of piercing damage. Oh,
Was it getting revenge because we didn't die last game?
which reminds me, we got to do this real quick. Oh, we got to do stats so I can get up to speed with what's going on with you people. Where's my pencil? What did you guys do with your pencil?
We ate it.
Is it this one?
I don't think any of us have changed. I don't think any of us have.
Well, she leveled up last game. And you all had experience points.
How did she level up?
Did you level up last game?
Was it last game? I think so.
I
No,
think
it was the game
Or no, the
before.
big game before. I think it
Oh, it
ended
was the game
last
before.
the game before that.
Yeah, none of us have changed.
Well, your experience points have changed because you got experience points last
Oh
game.
yeah, but that's about it.
Well, and our hit points changed because I was at full health at the start of last game, and now I'm not.
So it
what-
sucks to be a
What's your experience points?
2506. Oh, there she is. I can see her.
And your hit points, current hit points?
Current hit points are 12.
12.
Max is
We're
20.
still at 10 at AC.
Yeah.
Veal, you're unconscious. You did get experience points. What was it?
Yeah.
Assuming I can't bring her back to life, it will be 1587.
Okay,
Are you
and
near
your
your door?
hit points are
Yeah.
0. You did.
Yeah, I'm at 0.
And Calgar. What's your experience points at?
Calgar is 2651.
And your hit points are at what?
31. See, I got 6 damage, but I got the +9, so I'm still doing good. But when does that fade off?
24 hours. It hasn't been quite 24 hours.
Alrighty. So that would be 6, 7, 8, 9. So it makes me at 34. I'm setting at right now.
Okay, your hit points haven't changed. Phoebe, she's not here. Adelaide is unconscious.
No, Adelaide is dead.
So here's the thing. There is a chance that if she petitions her God, he might be able to bring back if she rolls high enough.
Thor can't do that. Thor is a god of war.
That's true. What do you think, ladies?
I'm just saying.
Why would he not be able to bring them back?
He doesn't
Especially
know
being a god
magic.
of war. He would also know death.
He doesn't know
He is a
magic.
god.
He doesn't know magic. If we're talking about the Norse gods, then I know exactly which one you need, and it's
According
not Thor.
to the D&D books, all gods can do magic. They
Yep, you
can
resurrect.
Wow.
create miracles.
Yeah, I mean you can try.
See, that's the thing. We're
The
gonna
odds are not good.
we're gonna give her
No.
one shot.
It's 5% chance.
Because
Yeah, so we're gonna give her
Thor
5.
is over war.
He could resurrect that hero, couldn't he? His favorite paladin, warrior paladin. He could petition the goddess of death, the Raven Queen. Maybe? You think maybe? A 5% chance? Okay, that's all I need is that much. That's all I need is that much.
like a 0.05.
We're gonna give her that chance,
You know how bad I roll, right?
but the thing is, she has another hour before she can attempt anything.
Yeah.
And what's your...
I just killed her accidentally with my roll, so.
Yeah. So, what's your experience point, Stan?
2090.
They had me roll for Phoebe for a stabilizing thing, and I got a 6.
Fail.
You got a 7, you get to add 1.
Oh, sorry, 7.
What's your current hit points?
18.
18.
Beat
Okay.
this up a little bit last game.
You think I beat you up a little bit last game? Okay, so there we are.
I didn't get beat up at all.
Calgar is a little bit out of sorts. You've just taken 3 points of piercing damage. Tan now has a bag of holding. Give me a intelligence check.
7.
You're gonna get up and try to run into the woods. Give me a strength check, an agility check.
Do you mean a dexterity check?
Oh, dexterity. Oh, agility. If you got proficiency in agility, you could use that.
Agility's not even on the sheet.
Isn't it? What is
Nope.
it? Is it dex?
Acrobatics or athletics?
Athletics. Give me an athletics.
That
Yes.
I can give you.
Based off of shit.
What
Unless
did
You
get?
failed because you just dropped your dice. That's a bad athletics check.
16.
You managed to climb up. You've got him by his waist. Your weight is holding him down. That's where you guys are at.
Don't get hit again. Just let go if you have to.
Are you gonna do nothing? Okay.
I'm gonna say run the bag of holding away from him.
Yeah, just get the bag of holding away from
I'm
me.
just
is all
gonna
it is.
hold it, and then I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna do
hold on to that
everything I
nice
can.
new dagger I have.
Which
That
is lay on the
sucks out
ground.
the juice from your body.
Good job.
My body or the worm's body?
Whatever I stab, I'm assuming.
You're hoping.
Alright.
Give me another strength check, Ken Calgar.
10.
Yeah, you're quickly running out of steam. You're pretty much you've got to a point where you've gone into muscle failure. Adrenaline hits you. You're trying to get away. The adrenaline's run down.
As I see he hits this point, I'm gonna pick up a rather large stick and just bash him over the back of the head and knock him out.
Okay, move his character up there. Give me roll for a hit.
AC 15. You should have advantage too. You rolled a crit.
With a club, yeah, you successfully, you don't knock him out.
I'm just aiming to knock you out, and that's it.
You-
Well, with a crit,
You can aim target it.
Here's the thing. He doesn't appear to be knocked out. He's still got his eyes open. He's bleeding from his head where you hit him. And he's like, fine. I'm okay. I'm okay now. I'm okay now.
I'm gonna know that's not him.
Well, roll an insight check.
Been around it long enough. 19.
Yeah, you're pretty sure this whatever's got a hold of Calgar is the entity that's talking to you right now. That he's like, hands up, going, I'm okay. Like, I'm fine, fellas. I'm fine. I ain't trying to run away. I'm good.
Not buying it.
I'm gonna take his weapons off of him.
What weapons do you have? You have your
Just-
knives?
I have 3 knives, 2 silver scimitars, a long bow, 2 axes.
Okay.
I'm gonna take all that and just pile it up close to me so that it's away from him.
And a short sword.
A short sword. Okay, so you just put it off in a pile behind you.
Yeah.
Okay.
While I'm holding them down.
Okay. Yeah, he's like, okay, fellas. I'm good. I'm good.
So who are you?
Yeah, you're not Calgar. Calgar, who are you?
It's just, guys, I'm Calgar. Give
Yeah,
me
you-
give me an intelligence check.
Me?
Uh-huh.
7. I don't know, it makes friends. I roll low and I roll crit 20s and I get the same end result.
I don't know, maybe I'm screwing it up. I know.
I'm just going, is there a need? Because he could.
Yeah, he's still insisting that he is Calgar. He's like, ask me anything you want to know. I don't know what I can do to convince you otherwise. Whatever this thing is I've got, wants to get into the woods, wants to find these chests. But I'm good. We should probably go find the girls, don't you think?
Insight, I
Uh-huh.
That's an 18.
You get the understanding that the instant you let this person up, they're bolting into the woods. They will run
I'm
from
gonna
you.
go, you're lying to me. So
And
who
he's-
are you?
He's like, I'm not lying. Guys, I only want to help, right? We probably need to go find the girls.
And I'm gonna tie him up.
Yeah, we probably do, but who are you?
Dude, guys, I'm Calgar.
No, you're not.
And he kind of looks up and like, what do you want from me?
Honesty?
He's like, honestly.
I smell bullshit.
And you hear him go, arr.
Exactly.
And he just looks at you with this steaming glare.
I'm gonna continue to tie him up too.
Okay, give me a strength check.
Behind his back with the knot away from
14.
his hands.
He successfully struggles away from you. Each of you give me a strength check.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
What'd you get?
Net 20.
You got an
I got a nat 1.
He
You successfully tie him to me.
It'll slow you down either way.
as the two of you try to climb onto him and get him wrestled down, your grip slits, and he successfully gets to his feet, while Tan, being small of stature, is now clinging to his waist with one hand behind got one hand, and you're trying to tie him up, and you're trying to bolt into the woods.
Pants are gonna
Then I'm
fall
gonna
off.
kick him in the back of the knees.
Give me a athletics check.
Pull his pants
Actually,
down
roll for an
on
attack.
his
Roll
ankles
for an
so that
attack.
He can't get away because he's tripping over his pants.
Well, that's what
That'd be
I
like-
22.
Okay. You manage hard enough to kick him in the back of the knees, and he falls over and pinches you.
No, I'm kicking him and pushing him forward as I'm kicking him.
Well, you're off the ground because you rolled a natural 20. You managed to cling to his back and get one of his arms behind your back. You're trying to tie him up. as he-
But if I'm only clinging to his waist area, I'm on the ground still. Because I'm 3 feet tall, and I imagine his waist is not more than.
Yeah, but you were
More
kicking.
than
You were
3.
kicking his knees, right?
Yeah, but
And so-
he's also running forward and being pushed
I have a
forward.
dice
There's no
for
way
this.
his momentum's gonna fall backwards.
I have
When
a
I
dice
kick him
for
in the
this.
back of the knees.
If he fell to his knees first and then fell
Yeah.
back, what's that?
Roll it near. That means I read it straight down the way Greg wanted.
Okay, so you fall over. You're on his back.
I'm gonna quickly tie his hands together, and then I'm gonna tie his feet,
Gonna run off.
And these give directions.
and then I'm gonna hog tie him.
Okay, so give me a dexterity check to see if you can get his other hand. And you're gonna run up.
And hold his feet again.
You've got his feet. Give me a strength
A
check.
19.
That's an 11.
Okay, you managed to get on his feet. When he fell, he face planted. You managed to get his other arm around and tied up.
Yeah.
His hands are now behind his back.
With him holding his feet, I'm gonna tie up his feet.
Okay, give me a dexterity to see how well you tie these knots. Because you're in a hurry.
That could be bad.
Yeah.
There you go.
21.
I'm so glad I can't do that.
Yeah, between the two of you, you managed to get his hands and feet tied behind his back. Three of you give me a perception.
And the knot on his hands, I'm clarifying, the knot on his hands is not down near his hands. It's up towards his elbows, so he can't
So
untie
it's
it.
like this, not like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the knot is facing this way, so he can't try to grab
Finagle
it.
it down.
Yeah.
Okay. You get him successfully
I
tied
have
up.
experience tying people up.
What was your perception check?
We've tied up a couple people, yeah. Including me also. I got a 19.
Perception is a
For
21.
when you level up.
I just read it.
You hear all around you the sound of worms. What sounds like worms in the underbrush. You hear birds chirping up in the canopy.
The only thing that
give me an
changed
intelligence
was,
Keldar.
I gained when I went
Calgar,
to
give him
when I
an
go from
intelligence
fourth to
check.
fifth, I gained 2 level 3 spell
18.
slots. My hit points.
You feel
and my proficiency
this
bonus.
entity, this intelligence, fade to the back of your mind. You actually come to your senses.
Special effect.
You remember everything that you saw when you opened the chest.
And my
Yeah.
spellcasting.
That's
Stop
what-
resisting them. Let them tie me up.
Okay.
Alright. We gonna drag him back towards the.
A pole would be nice.
I don't think we got very far.
You got just inside the tree line.
Are you gonna tell him what
We
you
probably need the girls now.
saw? Are you gonna tell him what you saw?
When we get moving.
Well, I don't think we know where they are.
At
They
least,
were
get us
led
back,
off
at
somewhere.
least get us back to the village
You know
away
that-
from these worms.
Yeah, the pixies took them to a pond that wasn't very far.
Do we know the direction?
You know the general direction they head off, which would have been to that one.
Let's get back to the village at least where these worms aren't going to infest
Well,
us.
I'm gonna go back to the pile of weapons
Okay.
and stuff them all in the bag
Bag
of
of-
holding.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, make sure we don't leave his weapons behind.
Okay.
And keep the bag of holding away from me for now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we kinda got that.
And I know
And
the
we'll
next
help him
chest
to his
is.
feet. I'll loosen the feet so he can walk,
No.
just barely. but he can't run.
I
Like if he tries
you
to
wanna
run,
hobble
it
him, basically.
trips him. Yeah, basically.
You want to give him
that
a set of
works.
hobbles.
Okay, I can do that. I say I'm fighting it, but he could take over any moment. It's, by the way, it's that dead dude. Sir Hadelot,
Horribly badly.
horribly badly.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah.
Then, as you, the part I didn't explain, when you reached into the golden chest and you pulled out that arm, you had to pass through another blue layer of film. That I'm guessing you reached in with this arm instead of this arm.
I didn't have control of that. He did it.
Okay.
It's
You
so
had
far
a
away
layer,
now.
a blue layer
I know.
of
Wouldn't mind going
color
to it.
that felt like silk, like a silk glove,
Maybe someday.
encasing this arm as you went down. And as soon as that happened, there was a surge of energy, and horribly badly became more powerful part of your psyche. And when you rolled an 18, you broke the charm that made you want to go into the woods. But his presence is almost like a person standing beside you now.
Horribly badly is an idiot.
Anyway, so we're
I said that out
gonna
loud,
go
too.
towards the girl.
We're gonna, head that
We'll head
direction
that direction.
Okay.
that we remember.
I'll say out loud. Told you, work with me, I help you. Force me, I'll make sure it goes the opposite direction.
And you just get this sense of loathing coming from him. It's like, fool.
I'm gonna pull out the little black book that I still have,
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna write in it and go, "Hey, what else does this dagger do? It turns worms into a dry husk. But what else does it do?" And then close it.
Okay.
An immediate answer.
You write that, you write in the book, and
I don't get any answer. No signal between us.
Well, you know,
who knows?
maybe.
So you're gonna, with him hobbled, with the gear, with you now have a hand and an arm. I'm guessing in the bag of holding.
Mm-hmm.
You
And
still,
the heart.
and you have the necro box still in the bag of holding, and you're gonna go try to find the girls.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a intelligence check.
Who?
All of you.
Is that me?
18.
Ooh, an 18.
A 15.
Yeah. So you all have a general.
A 0.
No roll.
A general idea in the direction of which the pixies took the girls off in. You come across a small tributary stream going through the woods. As you move, you see birds in the trees. You see movement along the barks and branches of the trees. You hear the sound of worms all around you within the trees.
It's coming at us.
Give me a perception check.
Has it been an hour and a half yet?
We're gonna say half an hour.
Alright, I still got an hour to go then.
So 16.
So 6.
10.
19.
Kenethar realizes that they're not outright trying to approach you, but they're inching their way closer to you, tentatively moving towards you. You would get the same kind of sensation. All you sense is
That they're there.
that they're there. You see colorful birds up in the tree line.
Ooh, pretty bird.
You're being followed, guys.
I'm gonna pull my daggers and be ready.
But we're gonna keep walking.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
We have no
I could save
What is
it
that?
if I
on
wanted.
my character sheet, sorry.
You could?
Okay.
I have one small health potion left.
I have a health potion on me. But it's a curse, not so health won't fix that.
What?
Oh, her.
Death? Not you. Talking about I could probably save her if I wanted to.
So you,
A health potion will convert
I have
everything.
failed 3 death saves.
So no.
If I'm not stable, your health potion doesn't do much good.
you guys come through the woods, through the tree line.
If she's stable, it would help her.
Give me a perception check, all of you.
I have a med kit, will that help?
11.
A net 20 plus 2 is 22.
10.
Okay, what Tan sees as you guys come upon this thing, through the tree line, you stop to take a look, you see a flock of what looks like blackbirds, just in formation, flying back and forth in front of, probably 20, 30 feet in front of you. And there's just a tight formation of blackbirds going back and forth, almost like they're watching you. You see,
Are they barring the path?
huh?
Are they barring our path?
There's no real path into this place. You can see different trails that look like animal trails that would come through here to water.
Do I see that they're blocking my sight from something or trying to protect something?
It doesn't look like they're trying to block you from anything. They're just flying in formation, maybe 300 of them, ground level, 10 feet off the ground, just going back and forth
No, I mean when they do the.
in front of you.
I don't know about that.
I'll approach slowly.
I'm not sure. So
And,
usually
yeah,
the med kit will instantly
you go right up
stabilize
to 'em,
her,
and they
I've
just
been
keep going
on the ground bleeding
back
out
and
for an
forth in
hour
front
now.
of you.
I don't sense
I
any
don't think
hostility
it will.
towards me from
Give me an
above.
insight
Do
check.
your medical kit. Usually they'll do. You don't have to do the saving throw or whatever.
15.
But where I have been laying there dead for an
Um,
hour, I
You don't-
should probably
You don't really
let out the
sense
kit.
any menace.
I think at
from
this
them,
point
but-
where I've been
You don't sense any fear
Negative hit
coming
points.
from
Well,
them.
no,
For an
just
hour.
hostility towards me is what I'm.
the only thing that's
Trying
gonna
No
save
real
me now is
hostility.
God.
Okay.
But you get the sense that if they had to, they'd attack you.
Well, yeah. So as long as
You don't give them a reason to, they probably won't.
Had you been
Um,
there when
you
I
look
first
over
died,
there,
yeah,
you
the med
see
kit would've helped. But I think
Rose-
an hour later, I wouldn't allow it. to
She's
be
been
down,
rolled
but
off.
She's been bleeding out for an hour.
Rolls sitting on her butt,
You know what I
um,
mean?
Yeah.
beaten, bloody,
Murmuration. Okay.
tears coming down her face.
I don't know.
I'm gonna walk over there.
Hey, move his character over there, will you?
We're all gonna walk.
Is this tan now?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess we'll all go over there. Well, we're not in the water, but you know.
And bring that entity around to the side. And they're gonna be like right here, going back and forth.
A murmuration of birds.
A murmuration of birds, there you go.
Depends on what kind of bird it is.
They're like small little blackbirds.
Just
I
not a murder.
thought we were fighting.
Well, if it's crows, then it's a murder. If it's ravens, it's an unkindness.
Rose sees you guys come up,
Well, so
And-
that's what
and
it's
she's
called
like-
when they do that
like,
Oh.
flight thing.
I tried. They came out of nowhere. I don't know where the pixies are. Adelaide's dead.
I'm gonna walk over, check pulses.
You find that the veal has a pulse. It's thready,
Mm.
but it's there. Adelaide seems to be just cold, growing colder. And this entity flies in and around through you. You feel like all these blackbirds just fly in and around between your group,
Mm.
and they go out and just hover right above the water in this pond.
I'm gonna take her, drag her over to the pond, have him help me.
I'm
Okay.
Then
woggle
I'm
my
gonna
way
scoop
over
some
to
of
it.
the water from the pond into her mouth and see what it does.
Okay. You guys drag her over there. It scoops a little bit of the water into her mouth, and she doesn't really react. It just kind of goes into her throat.
Were
I'm
we
gonna
doing that to
look at the
her or her?
birds.
Hmm?
I'm gonna
Her.
look at the birds and see what they're doing. They're just hovering there.
When you get her to the water and do that, they kind of start hovering back and forth, side to side in this pond.
Wobble my way over to the edge of the pond.
Okay, move your character over there.
Yes, he is there. I guess we should do this, huh?
No.
Well,
Okay.
as I go to get in, just kind of read the attitude of horribly badly when I go to get in.
Give me an intelligence check.
19.
You get the feeling he's like, you're just wasting time. Get this, whatever you're gonna do, get it over so we have places to be.
Well, unfortunately, I can't help you no more because you screwed it up. Don't
Give-
blame me for your stupidity.
Give me an intelligence check.
6.
You start marching through the waters along the shoreline, like you're headed off into the woods, and you're just quiet. You're still hobbled. You still got the hands behind your back, but you're making your way along the shoreline.
Super
Congratulations!
slow.
You're gonna be possessed by another creature, get us both killed. No wonder you didn't survive the first time.
And you just
I'm gonna look at the birds. Are you an entity? Can you deal with him? Hold him in place?
Okay. Give me a persuasion check.
5. Wait, persuasion?
Yeah.
7.
You just get this sense of just utter frustration. He's tied. He can't go where he wants. He's mad, and every time you try to talk to him, he just gets madder.
Let him get mad. He sounds stupid.
Uh,
Why can't I be possessed by something smart? I say that out loud too.
and you feel this sense of rage growing within you.
Oh yeah, that solves everything.
Do we see him walking off?
Give me a perception check.
Now I'm just gonna be goading him, pointing out how stupid he is. So I'm taunting him.
8.
You're vaguely aware that he's down by the
It's an
water.
18.
And you see him start marching.
And then
off.
I'm gonna ask the birds, if you're an entity, can you hold him down for a few minutes, please? I'd really appreciate it.
You
hear
see
him?
you see these birds warp around the side of the water, warp in and around and through his legs and around his head, and just kind of hover up above him, and then
And I'll take some coins, a couple gold coins, and drop them in the pond.
Reminds me of Zelda.
you drop them in the pond,
Mhm.
and just staring at them as you do this, they just sit there on a stone in the pond.
Well, I'm looking at the entity while I'm doing it, seeing if it.
They
reacts
flutter
to me.
back and forth across the pond, and you look down at the coins, and they're still sitting on some stones.
Okay. So I'm gonna walk over to Calgar. Hey, I'm gonna take your health potion,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna take your rock.
My what?
Now you can talk to the rock. I wonder if the rock can talk to these.
The rock? What rock?
The gem.
That gem rock thing he has.
Okay. So you want him to have your gem?
Well, I'm
Like
just gonna
what?
ask it. Can you communicate with the birds?
Alexis.
Yeah, you talk to it, and there's no response. You talk to it, and it returns, and it says, "I'm not familiar with avian language.
Can you do anything about possession?
I have no real knowledge of what possession would mean on your place." And it's a very live female voice, pleasant to listen to.
Then I'll go give the health potion to her.
Until otherwise directed by Kenethar, work for him for the moment.
And you see it pulse,
Mhm.
a light blue light, work for Kenethar.
Work for Kenthar until he gives you back to me.
Okay. So Kenethar has a gym of his own. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it flies over and starts hovering around you. Give me an intelligence check.
Now I have 2 stones I can touch him together. If he snags yours, and he'll have all 3 to work with.
Well, if she remains, then I'm taking all her shit. The rings, everything.
What'd you get?
5.
The 5.
Yeah, I told you he wouldn't respect it even if I wrote up a will and testament.
They're all going into the bag of holding.
This thing comes and revolves around you, waiting expectantly for some kind of command or comment.
But for right now,
Yep.
take them off her body and put them in the bag. And then get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, because we're being slowly closed in on by worms.
That's a good point. Can you do anything about the worms chasing us?
Yeah, to
To the gym.
It's
perhaps
Alexis. I gave it a name.
Alexis. Sorry.
Perhaps. What did you have in mind?
What can you do?
Well, I could go and hit them,
No,
Just
don't.
run into them? No, don't do that.
basically.
Can it do a high-pitched squeal that we can't hear but might affect them?
I can try. And she watch her hover for a moment. Give me a perception check.
No.
14?
4.
Yeah, from where you are at in this
We should get back
this little oasis, you hear birds chirping. You hear the lapping of the water. You hear the leaves in the trees, but you don't hear anything that sounds like a worm approaching.
Okay. I'm gonna tell him to come back to me
Okay.
and just follow and observe. Observe.
Okay. So
Well,
it
get the
comes.
word out.
It hovers about 10 feet over your head, and
Are you conscious?
it's not
We haven't resolved it.
it's not really
Waiting.
glowing, but it's just got that diamond color. Okay. So you got a health potion.
So we're waiting to resolve.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
he was doing stuff.
You gave her a health potion, a small health potion, and it's what, 1d4?
1d4 plus 4. And she gets 8 health points for it.
So,
Can I get behind you?
Can't have 8
Was that off of mine?
yeah.
Okay.
Because you have the highest health.
You
Well,
can-
yeah, the
so
health
keep-
potion is meant for other people.
Yeah,
so
I'm keeping my health potion
I want to erase it off of here.
for just in
when I ask.
case.
Does that mean I'm awake now?
You are awake
Usually
now.
I'm
You
unconscious.
come to
Sneak
consciousness. You see Adelaide's body next to you, beaten.
And I'm just gonna put my hand on her shoulder and go, she's dead.
He informs you that she's dead.
points.
Give me a perception check.
I don't think you could reach her shoulder.
She's laying down.
Right.
That's prone.
She's still laying down. I'm pretty sure I can. I
10.
can just go, oh, she's dead.
Yeah, you see Emil there, 10, next to you. He says she's dead. She's not breathing. She blood, bruises, scratches.
Cold to touch.
Phoebe is on the ground, on her butt, crying. You get the vague sense that somebody's over by the water. You hear the sound of birds chirping.
I freak out. And freak out.
Freak out.
Yay.
Pop up and get over to her and check her pulse, put my head on her chest. She's cold.
I already told you she's
Yeah,
dead.
she's dead. No breath.
No!
I shall avenge you!
Sister! So I freak out for a minute and then I try to calm down and I'm like, okay, what do I do? And I pray to Thor.
Okay.
Leave her dead.
You have 2 10
Do I have 2 10-sided dice? I probably do.
You
Yeah.
need one.
So you need one like this, right?
Someone like
And
that.
then, yeah.
Okay, now here's the thing. Depending on what you say and how well you act it out, will determine how much of advantage you have on making
you're
this.
looking for that one. And that one.
Before you roll, remember you gotta role play it.
Alright.
Oh yeah, you gotta role play. And another thing that you can do to affect the DC save to see if this works is that you can ask, as a paladin, you can ask, pull that back down.
It's blinding. Where did he end?
You can ask each member of the
Little
party
more. Little more.
to
Hold on.
offer some words of encouragement or faith or of want or need for this individual to be brought back to life. So that's something you can offer your words and then ask each of them to offer something to make this happen. It can be words, it can be a possession, it can be whatever.
Ooh.
We offer 10 as tribute.
I was gonna say we offer whatever the fuck is in his head.
Ooh. It
Alright.
won't work, but that's a cool idea.
So I'm freaking out, kind of still, and I'm like, all right, everybody, I need your help. I need you to help offer your words or whatever you would like to offer to my God to see if he can bring her back. And then I pray,
Okay.
Mighty Thor, this is your paladin. On the quest, you sent me to my sister, and she has been killed. I beg of you, so that we may continue your quest, that you please bring her back to me.
That was good.
That was good. That was good. All right. Anybody else want to say anything? Offer anything to this?
The only thing we offer is the presence that is in his head.
Okay.
You're not gonna sing her praises.
Return this mighty warrior so that she can triumph in your
I
name
have no
and know the
presence.
might of your power, for she will once again, with her sister, serve and fight for
How would
you.
Thor filled up Morgana?
We don't need to mention that.
Yeah, we don't need
he already knows. He's a god. He already knows.
Don't need to remind him.
No, it's just he already knows.
Return
She's
her.
Warlock.
Yeah.
As a cleric
He would-
That's what
under
it says.
your reign.
Continue our
More
quest.
than likely, he would
That's
know
what
her
they're going to
deity
say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
already. Period.
That's
End of
what
story.
I'm getting at is, do they get along? Are they okay with each other?
Probably not.
Okay.
Claim this priestess and make her yours.
But I mean, she's only a lesser demon, so.
Okay, you're rolling what percentage dice?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
Alright, I roll both of these?
Hold on a second.
But he would know.
He's got to come up with the number
I
first.
mean, I don't think it would matter.
With her being a lesser demon, I don't think it would be.
Okay, so
She
I'm
just
gonna
bulk
so
up
I'm
her
gonna
army
take into
instead,
account
give her higher rankings in the more.
your words, all your words, and every sacrifice that you made to bring this person back, and I'm gonna come up with a number.
I'm gonna like her.
Well, hold on. So I'll go. She serves a
Not like
demon, but
outside
she's a
your
good
body,
person.
hanging
We
out
kind of
watching.
need her back. We need the help.
Probably
Just
not.
roll a persuasion check.
But I'm talking to Thor. Okay. That is a 16 plus 4, a not natural 20.
Okay, so I'm gonna write this number down. If you roll higher than this number, you will save Adelaide.
Bum bum.
A percentage higher than this number.
Alright, so I rolled the two at once.
And what'd she come up with?
A 92.
Yeah.
Did you come up with a 92?
Yeah.
I did.
9-0 on the one and
No.
a 2 on the
Oh
other.
wait, yeah.
92.
Okay.
I was thinking it was. I was seeing the 10 on the top.
No.
That's
yeah.
why I started laughing. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm dead.
You have your hands on Adelaide, and you feel, you hear lightning, thunder off in the distance, and you hear this warm, soothing voice in your head that sounds suspiciously like Chris Hemsworth.
Australian accent?
Australian accents.
Nice.
whispering in your ear. You can actually, as if you feel a warm breath caressing your ear, and he says, "You're very well. You've done well, but you've forgotten what I sent you here to do. Return and do as I have asked." And you feel this breath of air blow past your ear, go down your arms, and spread across Adelaide's body. And then she coughs, spits up blood, snot comes out of her nose. She rolls over and pukes.
Boogers
So
everywhere.
attractive.
Buggers everywhere.
Wait.
She looks better than she did a few
technically
minutes ago.
died, right?
Technically, if we were following the ruse, this would be a whole ritual. It would cost you about $5,000.
But no, like she technically died, right?
Yeah, she technically did die.
So she soiled herself.
Yeah, you're covering your own crap.
It's a pond. It'll be fine.
You did die. I'll open it. Skittles. I hate Skittles. But
Yeah.
She does have
So she's
lips.
stinky.
She's stinky.
Again,
And probably a little stiff.
Might be a little stiff. Yeah.
Probably a little stiff and sore, covered in blood.
Use the scroll. Use the scroll.
On what?
He's not still here.
You just barely came alive. He'd still be in the presence. Use
No.
the scroll.
No, because he just sent his power through her.
Yeah, he's not
That's
here.
it.
He was only a whisper.
He doesn't come down.
Argue against it. I just said, use the scroll right now. See if it works. If he's not there, it won't work.
Or it'll bind her to something else that is useless, like the birds.
I can pull the scroll out. But I'm pretty sure that's not going to be the first thing on my mind when I first wake up.
No.
No, as soon as I see you waking up, I'm like, turn to you, say, use the scroll.
What scroll?
And I'm gonna look at you and go, "Oh, welcome back from death."
Was that what happened? Ugh.
And you
I feel
see-
awful.
Phoebe get up and is astonished, like, "How did you? What the heck? Huh?"
I look at her
I'm
and go,
assuming I have one
"Magic."
health point.
You one health.
I'm trying and holding on to you, trying not to breathe. 'cause
You
it's
should
easy.
probably waste one of your spell slots to heal.
Yeah, I probably should.
What was the number?
I got a med kit I can
Curious.
give her.
55.
Won't bring back any rolls.
Well,
Med
I
kit will
took
only
everything into
stabilize.
account, went down from 100.
Med kit will only stabilize.
I'm gonna do cure wounds.
You should use the scroll.
I'm not enough to know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You can go pull it out and use it.
I can't use it. Only she can. And she uses the scroll. It might fix my problem.
Or look at her, pull it out, and go, "Duh!"
That's what I'm saying. Use that scroll.
Oh, okay, and I'll attempt to use the scroll.
The scroll is supposed to bind the two of you together.
But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you do.
The one that I
It's
have
a little
that
diamond one.
you
Like
said.
this. It's right there.
Uh,
Those two are your D8s.
I
Because
think you
it's
said
like
it
a
was
triangle.
for transferring
triangle.
my
Deity.
deity, yeah.
Okay,
So
you
you're trying to
have
make Thor your
9
deity? What?
Yeah.
9 hit points added.
He just healed her. She's live with his presence. It might work.
Well,
And if it doesn't work, nothing
it's
happens.
not. I don't think it'll work.
And if it does work,
Well-
it gives her control over me,
The scroll,
which would counteract.
the scroll has to be used by a sorcerer of a high enough level in order to perform the spells.
Yeah.
So she couldn't use it even if she wanted to.
You're gonna have to find somebody to do.
I
Thor,
used my
Thor isn't
cure
gonna do
wounds
that
and
for
you
her.
have 9
The only
hit
reason
points
Thor is
added.
here is because of her.
All right.
And I'm assuming Thor wouldn't do it anyway
Scroll to
because he would
transfer my
know that
magical
she's
wand.
bound to a lesser demon.
No, yeah, probably right.
Because he would rather kill her and kill the demon than.
Probably. You're gonna.
I mean, maybe,
It was a good thought.
but maybe, take a follower away from the demon.
I doubt
It's a
it.
small victory, but,
I doubt it. He'd rather crush.
I mean,
It was worth a
it,
try.
it is Thor.
Give me a
Would
perception
rather
check.
crush.
10.
18.
As this is going on, you happen to glance down and you see a tentacle come up under the water, take your 2 coins and take them off. Into the pond. Small tentacle, about that long, seems to just swiftly grab it and take them.
Gold coin got
Are you
stolen.
bleeding?
No, I put him in the pond. I wanted to see what the birds would do.
There's an.
I'm gonna kind of plunk
Yeah.
my head under the
Yes.
water and look and see if I can
Um,
see anything.
So in order to get your head under the water, you're gonna have to wade out about
What
5
have you
feet
been
in order for water to get
It's
deep enough for
eczema.
you to get your head underneath it. You could go out and get one eye underneath
Well,
it.
yeah, that's what I want to do. I just want to kind of look and see what I can see.
You just see stones, fairly flat stones, for about 2-3 feet in front of you.
Hey,
Well, the
Jay,
water's
what
pretty
are
clear,
you
so you could
doing?
probably be 10 feet. You really don't see anything,
5% chance we see us have to deal with the other character.
anything at all suspicious at 2-3 feet into the pond.
There was a tentacle that came up and took a couple gold coins off in the pond.
They did say something about an entity. Oh, I'm gonna sit up.
I'm gonna okay. I'm gonna risk it. Get ready to pull me out. I'm gonna tie some rope to me and toss it to these three.
Okay.
Which three?
These three.
Oh, okay, don't me.
No, you're tied up.
Um,
Oh,
what
and
are
I'm
you
gonna look
doing?
back
What
at
are
the
you
other
doing,
two. I'm
Karen?
gonna look back at those
I'll
two.
start walking
where are you gonna start walking?
where he wants me to.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, the birds are still.
The birds
Flocking around.
The birds are actually doing a laps in a small circle. Yeah. So you start walking off, and you've got a rope,
I'll look at Phoebe and go, "Hey, Phoebe,
and she,
transform into a bear and go tackle him and sit on him, would you?"
She has any transformers left, does she?
no, she's
No, wait, she's still transformed.
no.
She's the only one that survived.
She
She was a
survived,
bird.
but she was a well.
No, she wasn't a bird.
So whatever it was that she was got knocked into
Oh,
0 hit points.
That's
so
right.
she
It was a
was
pseudo dragon.
Yeah, you said she was a pseudo.
Well, I'm
dragon.
just gonna look at her and go, "Hey, go,
Yeah,
go,
she
keep
got-
him from wandering off."
And you look at her, and she's bruised and she's bloody. She can stand and hobble.
That's fine.
She just looks at you like, well, we'll do this. Just cause we'll give her a roll. She looks at you and like, I'm not going anywhere for a minute. Cause
Well,
she doesn't know what's going on with him.
You get on the rope, hold the rope, and then you go deal with him.
Okay.
And I'm gonna wade out into the water.
You get up chest deep, and you feel a nice warm, like somebody peed in the pool, and you just walked into a nice warm section of water. The birds are still doing circles around you.
I'm gonna go to where the birds are,
Okay.
They're out in the middle.
Okay. Put his character
and
out
I'm
there.
gonna reach into my gold pouch, and I'm gonna pull out like 4 gold coins and just hold them like this
Kid.
in between my hand
Yeah.
in the water, and look at my hand.
No.
Okay.
The wife and kids are still with us.
No, they're in
No,
the,
they're not.
They're in the village.
Oh, then who's these people?
Well,
that would be
this
the wife
one
and
was-
kids, but
this
they're,
one was gonna be
Yeah,
canned.
they weren't. They're not.
they're still in the village with the.
They're with the pixies still.
Well, the pixies are gone, so it's just them in the village.
Just left them alone in the village.
Give me
Yeah, we did.
Abiel,
Yeah.
give me a perception check.
10.
Okay. You notice as much as is going on, the thought comes to you, where's my armor? And you look around and your armor is not near you. You had it all bundled together in your pack when you came in, and you
Oh, I
washed
thought
it
you
off,
did.
you cleaned it.
I did. I took it back off though because it still wouldn't fit.
Yeah, and you had it all lined up on the shoreline drying, and now you can't see it.
I tried it on, and then after I tried it on, I bundled it back up.
I checked the video.
I'm pretty sure that's what I did, right?
I don't think so. I
Well,
think
just before you guys were attacked, you had it on the shoreline, polished it. You tried it on, it didn't fit, and you noticed that somehow it was growing closer together by itself. Something had happened.
Yeah, when I noticed that, that's when I tried it on.
Like, and then you took it back off, and now it's gone.
Okay.
Well, you don't see it.
It's not a visual sight.
All right. Alright, see if I can see it anywhere, I guess.
So you're gonna get up and you're gonna walk around.
No, because you're holding the rope. If something
well, how long
happens
is
to
the
me,
rope? Can I walk around with it?
there's
You-
2 other people attached.
You
to it.
get up chin deep into this water. You feel this nice warm sensation around you. The birds are flying in a circle.
I've got the 4 coins held out in front of me,
Okay.
like this in my hand, under the water.
Under the
Just
water.
enough
Say, they
to
probably
where
gotta be
I
under the
can
water.
see it.
Okay. You see this. Give me a perception check.
So I think this one only was lucky for the first roll, and then
15.
after that it hates me.
You see this rather large creature, something coming out of the center of the pond, moving towards you, slowly swaying back and forth, and it's probably 2 to 3 times larger than a veal set of armor, sinewy, moving through the water.
Does it look like it has 10?
It looks like it may have.
Up here.
I'm gonna yell, give it the gold coins and get out of there. To quit tempting fate.
I'm gonna tell him, get ready to pull me back, but I want to see what it does.
Wow.
And then with my other free hand, I'm gonna pull out Slitch's dagger
I think the dagger's
And
gonna
just
antagonize
hold it.
it.
and hold it right behind my back, so it can't tell I drew anything. If it
Okay, give me a sleight of hand.
It's about the same.
Better roll
Yeah, it's about the same.
26.
So
No, so I got 19.
Oh,
Close enough.
close.
Yeah, you see
I know the 20 giggle.
this
It's a
thing.
high roll giggle.
This thing moves around you, and it's this big, huge thing. If it was any bigger, parts of it would be coming out of the water. And it just slowly moves around you and stops in front of you.
Is it one of those safe things?
And you see this hand, this long, scaly hand coming out from its form.
Mm.
And it reaches up and it grabs the coins.
And I'm gonna.
Hold on a second. While that happens, you look around and you see where you saw where you left your armor. You now see and it just came out of nowhere. You looked there before and it wasn't there. You look back again and you see what looks like a suit of armor standing on the edge of the shoreline, looking down. Give me a perception check.
Your armor is moving without you.
Either that or it's
13.
standing because it
That's
fits.
13. You also see something dangling, look like it's dangling from its neck. This thing reaches up.
I'm gonna speak to it as it's reaching up to grab the coins and go, can you help us?
And it just reaches out and grabs the coins.
And it's not showing any hostility, so.
So it took my armor so it could have a body?
No, it has a body. Because it just took
Maybe,
my coins.
maybe to have a physical body outside of the water.
What are you doing, Adelaide?
I am apparently holding a rope.
Okay.
I say that as you're holding the rope, you wade into water and wash yourself off.
Yeah.
I probably
Kinda
should too, since I'm covered in blood.
Wobble, 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 wobble.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you want to go take a bath as this is going on?
Just quick
So no,
rinse.
before
Kinda.
you wobble off,
Quick rinse so I'm not
You should
smelly
get some
and giving
first.
this away.
Are you gonna do anything? You're holding the rope too.
no, he's not.
You're gonna hold
Yeah,
the rope.
these 3 are the ones
It's
holding the
just
rope.
Phoebe. No, because I told him to give the rope to Phoebe
Oh,
and then go deal with you.
Oh, then I'm trying to drag you back towards us.
no, I'm dangerous. Let me just follow the trail. You guys can catch up to me.
Just sit on him.
Are you gonna tackle him? What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna drag him back by his hand.
I'm
Freeze
either
his
gonna-
feet to the ground.
I'm gonna find all the body parts and get this thing out of my head, or I'm gonna get this sucker killed off because he's being stupid. Just no sense dragging you guys into this.
We have the other body parts. It's gonna be safer
Yeah.
for you to
You're
for
not
us
going to
go
be
as a
able to
group.
complete it because I still have the bag of holding.
Well, I'm gonna let the idiot figure that out. You guys catch up to me. I'm just wobbling.
So as you ask this entity if it can help you, you see this blue, scaly, fish-like creature. Tentacles coming down off its face, fish eyes. He's got a spear, holding the coins, Thank you for the gold. Why should I help the likes of you? Then he tucks the coins back into a... And you guys all see Tan, head barely above the water, chin high. You don't really hear what he's saying, but this thing comes up out of the water right in the center of these blackbirds that are circling.
Must
And
be the entity.
it's probably a good 5-6 feet over the top of the water. It looks like it's got some kind of tail going down into the water.
Who was talking to Tim and all that?
I don't know.
Rude.
Because I'm the first one that decided to walk into the water and give it money.
I gave it money when we took the bath. I gave it extra.
No, you didn't give it to this.
Didn't I?
No,
No,
Oh.
you gave it to.
I gave it to Pixies.
You gave it to the Pixies.
Oh, I thought they
I've
were
given
doing
this
it.
thing directly to it.
I thought the Pixies were doing it.
So I'm gonna.
Because I tried to talk to it.
Well, you weren't talking to this because you haven't seen it. You might have been talking to the flock of birds.
Yeah, this is a totally new entity.
Well, it's up in the middle of the flock of the birds. And
Yeah.
my brain is connecting as the same thing. I'm also just recovered from death.
I'm gonna
You may not
look
be
at him and
thinking
go,
clearly.
well, we got a friend
Some of your
that's
brain cells might
got
have
something like another
That's kind of what I'm
died and
thinking.
stayed that way.
person in his head or something. I don't know. It's weird. And then we're trying to get rid of these worms, so we're trying to get the Vargas. We're trying to deal with him, and then we're trying to find this guy named Stygian, so we can get him out of here, so you can have your forest back in peaceful.
Okay. As you're explaining this, you feel a bump. That book that you might message. You feel a message coming up.
I'll pull it out and kind of read it.
Right there in the middle
Middle
of the
of the-
conversation.
In the water.
That's not rude at all.
Nor damaging to the book.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter because it's in the water anyway. It's been in water. It's been in everything.
Don't you have it in like an oiled leather pouch or something?
No, it's in my clothes.
Okay.
What was the question you asked him? I don't remember.
If he could help us with the thing in his head, and maybe with information about Vargas, or if we could.
No,
where we
you
Oh,
could
you
find
asked
out
about
the
your
dagger.
knife too, didn't you?
Oh yeah, but that was Slitch. But I asked about that.
Yeah. Okay. You pull out this. So this guy's got this thing's 5 feet above you in the water. You're up to your chin in water. You ask him for help, and as he's looking down on you,
I'm
ask
gonna hold off bringing up the book, but I'm gonna pull it up and kind of a friend messaged, and then kind of put it back away. It can wait.
Yeah. You.
Hold on, somebody's messaging me. Okay. Sorry about that.
I was gonna explain to him why I kind of pulled it out, and then I thought against it, and I was like,
Give me-
a friend wrote me.
Give me a charisma check.
$18.
He just kind of looks at you and shakes his head, takes his gold, sinks down in the water,
And hold on, I'll give you some more.
and you hear the words just as he's going underneath the water, bubbling. Keep it.
Okay, whatever.
He goes down.
I'll charge out. I'll actually just leave 2 right where I am, and then charge out, and then pull the book open and look at it.
You get a message from Slitch that says, I'm glad you enjoyed the dagger. If you can make it back to the castle, make it to the Coliseum. He says if you could make it to the Coliseum, that would be hot. The dagger only works on once. That's what he gets.
And then I'll close it and I'll tell them what the message says.
And you're dragging him back. You come up out of the water.
He's
The
pouting.
I don't like
blackbirds continue to do in a circle as you come up out of the water.
I was just doing a quick rinse so that I wasn't smelly.
Okay.
Or covered in blood.
Covered in blood. You managed to get pretty well washed off.
This is why you wear red.
I should have
Or black.
instead of blue.
I wear black.
I wear my brown pants.
I did black cape, but not.
You're not the one that shit yourself.
Yeah, you come up out of the water. Know the worst where for the encounter. You were polite enough, you rolled high enough,
Black and red.
whatever this thing was, if it was going to attack you,
That's what
you successfully knocked it out of it. You seem to have been more of an annoyance than
That's what it is.
something he was wanting to attack.
We need some of those battle suits that are the color of our blood.
Okay? And
Oh, we're ready to
And,
make it.
they didn't search the bodies they killed. I'm gonna go look at the bodies and see what the hell they are.
They were birds.
yeah, you see a couple of dead birds. They were
There was the dryad.
there was a dryad.
We were kind of busy though.
It's
I thought
basically you find the dryad's body.
No one did.
I thought baby did.
It had cast bark skin on itself, so it looks like a very hard, crackly bark all over its body. It's got parts of it missing where they attacked it. The two birds you see, they're two big, human-sized birds with horns on their heads, brightly colored red and blue feathers, talons probably 3 inches long. That's what you see. If you want to roll an investigation check.
I do.
Let's take some of the talents.
19 plus 2, 21.
I mean, we can, I guess.
As you're inspecting the dryad, you see
Yeah, I
something
drug him back.
moving underneath its skin. A little ball about that bag seems to be rolling,
I'm gonna pull up my big ball of Tristan and see if it.
and it's you can feel the pull. It's not overpowering, but you can feel a little bit of a pull, lightly, like it was lightly magnetic.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna reach in and grab that one and see if they mold together.
You gotta, well, you got to go through the bark, so you're probably gonna.
You're gonna have to do some cutting and.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do some cutting.
That's fine.
Just
Just pull out
pull
the
that.
dagger and.
Your glass dagger.
Yep.
Cut it open, and you see what looks like a little worm come crawling out of it.
I'm gonna stab it.
Give me an attack.
Come up. Maybe dry some of it out.
We have to do that here though.
Well, we can't, so.
That's a 21.
Yeah, you stab it, and you hear it skrill and scream. If you wanted to try to absorb it up,
Yeah, that's.
you do that, and you don't feel any noticeable weight difference when you do this. If the little thing comes off, sticks, falls off.
Oh.
Put that away.
Yeah, like we left back in the
If
village.
you inspect the birds, there's no gold. They were just.
Just trying to see kind of what they are.
Give me a history check.
Do they have little worms in them? I'm not there, so. Not quite there.
Actually, it would be a nature check. actually.
Okay, nature.
Based off intelligence.
Still a 16.
Since you've lived in the Wisdom, next to the Wisdom, you would have known birds. These are called praeton. They're human-sized birds, big, colorful. They like to dive bomb in their attacks, and they're very hard to hit in reprisal hits. So when they dive bomb, they're really quick. They're in and out.
Those two are gone. So how was the village? Is it still in one piece?
Not really.
Are these guys back yet?
They're over here. I mean, you guys, did you drag it back to the group?
Yeah,
Okay.
or
So
we're still on our way over, but not too far away.
we've been going through a few rations. What if we take one of these birds and see about getting some food prepped and take a long rest in the village?
With what I know, would I know if they're edible?
The birds?
Yeah.
You could probably eat them. They're probably pretty tough.
I mean, they are birds of prey, right?
They are birds of prey. They eat meat.
But when we get hungry,
I mean,
I'll just
yeah,
tell
we
them,
can
yeah,
make
we can-
something.
We can take some
smoke it.
chunks, but it's gonna be
Yeah.
tough.
It's not gonna be great
It'll be
food,
food.
but
We
it'll
can
be
make-
food.
Bird jerky.
Yeah.
Chicken!
Let's take the talons too.
Okay, let's just take the whole thing over and then we can get one going and work on the rest while we're.
Okay, so you got a bunch of the birds?
Yeah, I'm gonna butcher the birds for food.
Well, can
And
we drag him
these
to
guys
the
want
village
talons.
where it's probably a little safer?
No, I'd probably go to the village first.
Yeah, take
Remember,
that's what
we
she's
got a
saying,
bunch of
take
angry
the
fairies
birds
too.
into
Can I
Pixies.
still
A
set
bunch of
armor?
angry pixies.
You can see your armor. It's sitting
We don't have angry pixies.
right on the bank of
They're not
the water.
Is it still inhabited?
We don't know.
It's still
we
standing.
may-
It's like it was when you first found it at the
No,
at the blacksmith
all
shop.
we have to do is
It's
point at the trees.
Like
and try to
it was
steal it.
standing armor,
We didn't do
magical
anything.
armor, standing
Yeah,
upright by
powers
itself.
anything.
And this is what you see. But this time, it's a little bit grayer. The spikes are gone, and it's got an amulet.
Or
Thor,
Okay.
fix your armor.
Can I go over to my armor
Mm.
and
Or the naga
Try
or
and
whatever was
take
in
it.
the pond.
Okay, so what do you
Okay,
you
so
walk
I'm
up to your
a little
armor?
nervous about trying to leave.
If it's 5 foot and it can control
This
other
didn't
things,
go
I'm
well
pretty
last
sure it
time.
can fix whatever it wants.
You walk over. What are you gonna do? You gonna try to take hold of the helmet, or
Yeah.
what? How you gonna do it?
yeah, I'm just gonna try and
As you approach it, the armor turns, steps to face you. Doesn't make a move to hit you or attack you or anything, but you hear the sound of a small creak. Look down as if it's staring at you. You reach up, you grab the helmet, comes off, and you want to try to put it on. Put it on, and it looks like you're seeing through a very clear crystal in the eyes. Fits on just right.
awesome. Can I put the rest of it on?
You're gonna need these guys to help you put it on.
Don't look at me. I'm kind of tied up at the
Did you come out of
moment.
the water yet?
Hmm?
Did you come out of the water yet?
I was walking
Sis.
I'll
around
have her
looking at the
get
bird
the armor on.
and looking at the
Because
dragon.
I'm a little nervous about trying to leave because it went so well last time.
You take about 10 minutes. You manage her to get her armor on. It looks there's no dents, there's no scratches. It looks
It's
like
perfect.
perfectly good armor, but it's just a little bit different than it was when you found it.
Alright, and I'm like, thank you.
What's on the medallion?
I would do a magic check.
I said, excuse me,
We already know it's magical.
what's on the medallion?
But
On the neck.
It's her armor that she's
It's
had.
a symbol of
The
Thor,
only
right?
reason we got it is
If
they
it's
test.
slight, if he just said you can tell it's slightly different.
Yeah, slightly different.
Yeah,
what you have
right
is-
now I'm more worried about feeding us.
On the medallion, it's a symbol of an eye. You have the symbol of an eye, and in the pupil of the eye is a dragon, a gold dragon, in the medallion.
Mhm.
And I'm assuming that when you put the helmet on, you put the rest of it on, that medallion, you put it on with you? Or what did you do with the medallion? Because it was hanging on a necklace on a medallion.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess I put it on.
What does that symbol
It
mean?
came with the armor. I don't know.
Well, yeah, but that
was the
could
symbol
be a curse.
A dragon.
And when you say thank you, you hear a warm voice inside your head that says, "You are welcome."
Did it sound Australian?
It did.
But the wrong kind of Australian.
More like a mix between British and
Not the voice
Aboriginal
you're
Australian.
used to.
yeah.
Well, do you want to check it?
Not here. Let's try and get out of here first.
May I
Okay.
suggest that there's worms following us around all over the forest too, so.
There is?
That's
Yeah.
why I'd kind of like to be able to get to the village where we've got, because you said it was caved down, right? It's a pit,
It's pit, that 10-foot deep pit.
and so I'd really like to.
I thought we
get all this
retconned that
rest.
because we didn't do it last time.
Oh, we didn't do it last time. I mean, you guys. It was originally 10-foot, but if you want to retcon, say it's just a divot in the whole ground. Okay.
Well,
It has
That's why I
walls
was
though,
very-
right?
I thought you retconned it last time because you forgot.
Probably that's the case. It's been a week.
Yes, that was exactly the case.
Okay.
Dungeon Master decided this.
Keep the dungeon master honest, as I say.
So now we gotta erase this and redraw the thing you just
So
erased.
that's where you guys want to go.
So
Yeah.
let's see if the, well, because your family's in the village too, correct? Let's go see if they're there.
He cares a lot about him.
Yeah,
Obviously.
yeah, they're still there.
They were there.
If they are there,
So
then
the-
they're somewhere
the,
safe.
The first problem is
Pixie
getting
said they
out
were
of
taking
here
care of it,
without
so we don't
the
know.
crows trying to attack us, because that's what happened last time.
The what?
The birdies.
The last time
The
I
birds
tried to
haven't
get
messed
out.
with us since we came here.
You haven't tried to leave yet. He tried to leave. But
Yeah.
he tried to leave going one way. You
Yeah.
tried to leave going the other.
Should we take a break for a minute?
Okay, take a break.
Take 5.
Yeah, Ellie's gonna be a little nervous about leaving.